This is a, oh my God, bro. These are the first 6 mods you need to do to your NP300. Let's go through it. The first mod is gonna be maintenance. This might annoy a lot of you, but trust me, maintenance is really important, especially if you've got an old car. The first thing you should be doing on any vehicle is maintaining it. So the things you want to check now, check out my oil leaks video that I did. It'll be in the top left hand corner. But you want to check out the lower rad hose. If you've got an older series Navara, you want to check for oil leaks. You want to check that you've got good oil in all of your transfer case, diff, everything like that. It's just a basic inspection. If you guys want a video of me going over how to maintain your four-wheel drive, let me know in the comments and I'll try and do that for you. But that is the first mod that everyone should be doing, okay? Throttle body intake pipe. Now you might be wondering why I'm next to the tire. That's because the throttle body's on this side. Yeah, you can see this pipe is the throttle body pipe. Now why am I telling you to replace this pipe? Well, on older series, the sensor actually destroys itself from all the pressure, oil. It's just a shit pipe really from factory, but my car's in warranty, that's why I haven't changed it. But for the majority of people, you can actually get an aftermarket unit which will greatly improve your reliability, and you won't get chucked into limp mode when you're touring and off-road. Number 3, throttle controller. Alright, this is a little bit controversial, but these cars actually react really well to a throttle controller. It's one of the first things I did to my nav, and it's actually improved the drivability really good. Because if you're an MP owner, you know that there's a little bit of lag due to the twin turbo system. So an Ultimate or a different brand, whatever it is, when you're off-road, you go into Ultimate 9, the max level of the throttle response, and it's a big difference. Even on-road driving, I have it like on eco or automatic, and it makes a big difference. So I would highly recommend it. You can always get them on deals as well. It's not a sponsored video, but I would definitely recommend chucking a throttle controller in there. You will not be, it's really hard to drive without one. Let me tell you that. It's really hard to drive without one. Now this is the one that I've got. Number 4 on the list is gonna be an anytime diff lock kit. You can get these online from multiple different sources. I have not installed mine yet. I will be coming out with a video once it comes delivered to my house. But anytime diff lock, really good. So you can pretty much use diff lock anytime. That's pretty much the proof's in the pudding. You know what I mean? The proof's in the fucking pudding. Right here, you replace this, you replace some wiring, and then you have anytime diff lock, and that's a really good modification. So if you haven't done that, something to look into. It's a couple $100, but definitely worth it. Number 5, EGR and DPF deletes. Now, if your car's in warranty, I would not recommend doing either of these, simply because you'll avoid your warranty if you're caught. And also, if you're caught on road with either of these modifications, you can get a hefty fine. But if you're off-road, let's say theoretically, these will actually improve your reliability because you won't have to deal with all the soot, the carbon buildup, all of that. Now, this is just theoretical purposes, okay? I'm not advising you to do it, but if you're off-road, it's something to look into to clean up some of the diesel particulate, the diesel carbon buildup. These are things you can look into if you're having these issues. I know I've had a lot of experience with the D40 DPFs, and DPFs in general are a pain in the ass, and they're very expensive. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is a mud tire, and the next one is suspension / tires. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about this. I'm actually going to make a whole separate video on suspension and tires for the MP, because it is probably one of the main things you notice when you come across any NP300 on the street is a fucking lifted 6-7 inch lift, 5-inch body lift. It's got blocks like this. All right, that's just ridiculous. This is a tour rig. It's convenient and it's efficient as well. But my lift is not perfect, not like anyone's. All you need is a 2-inch lift and 31s, and you can go pretty much 99% of Australia. Okay, that's what this has. Right now, the rear isn't lifted, which brings me on to my next point. Make sure you lift your car after you put all your shit on it, because you don't want to do your suspension twice. So make sure your front springs are loaded for your steel bull bar or your winch or whatever, and make sure your rear have the right constant load. Now you don't need muddies. I just chose to do muddies because why not? All right, that brings me on to number 7, which is protection. Big steel bull bar. Now this is kind of directed towards touring rigs, but off-road as well. It gives you a lot of protection when you're going through ruts or trees or anything you might hit. You don't really want to hit your body or your front end or whatever. And for me personally, it was more for kangaroos basically. When we do a whole lap of Australia with me and my missus, we don't want to be hitting no kangaroo right in here because it's going to cause a lot. If it just bang and it just destroys the bull bar, still drivable, brilliant. Protects your radiator, protects your aircon, protects your engine, everything like that. Protection is actually really, really important, and that's why it was my last point on this list. All right, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, and also let me know if you want another 7 mods. I'll make this into a series for you guys. And also check out my NP300 playlist in the top right hand corner if you haven't already. And yeah, subscribe if you're brand new. Thanks for watching. Peace.